aka Superblindman. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back and ready to go here. It is time for some Phoenix Wright Justice for All.
Madden NFL 20.
And I'm looking forward to it, as always.
Trilogy. Button. Options button. Options menu.
So let's load her up. As always, if you want to support the channel, lots of ways to do so. Follow, subscribes, cheers, tips, other things. There's just so many things. Patreon even is a thing. Still, kind of. It's still there. It's still there. Anyway. But thank you guys for showing up today. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make a little progress in this case. A little more progress. Right? We're doing pretty good in this case. I'm not really complaining about that. Load her up here. And where were we? I think we were actually kind of stuck. I just said we were doing well, and I'm like, we're actually kind of stuck. No. Okay. If it's what I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag. Greetings, Oryx! I know it's you, because you always come in that way. You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Oh no, it's Bob. Help us, it's Bob! Oh! Okay. Who was she waiting for? I think what happened before was we tried Adrian Andrews and it didn't work. You were waiting for yourself to come out of the room. Oh, wait. She was waiting for... What am I thinking? She was waiting for Juan himself. That makes sense, I think. Unless I lost the plot of the conversation, which that can happen. Hopefully not, but there you go. Let's try. I think it's Juan because she's obsessed with Juan, so you know. What are you talking about, Phoenix? Oh, good. She could have waited until the next century. This would never have appeared. Ouch. Busted. There's no fooling her. I suck. You two, what do you think you're doing? Flirting in my courtroom. We weren't doing anything like that. Honest. Well, back to the drawing board with this one. Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. It doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Miss Korea. Crap! I forgot that line was there. I forgot that line was there. It literally says, "Don't choose Karita." This is what I get for stopping when we stopped last time. Real quick, thank you, Venom 9000 for the host, my friend. Thank you very much. Okay. In that case, it's gotta be Matt. It's gotta be Matt. Really? Apparently I'm really dumb. Okay. Edgeworth, yeah. I guess maybe Lotta? No. What the heck? I'm very, 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 very... I'm gonna make sure. Did I try Adrian? I could swear... Wait. Yeah, I could swear I tried Adrian... Wait a minute. I could swear... I'm gonna do this. I know it's cheating. The only reason I didn't choose Adrian is because I thought I'd already done it. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna do it. I thought I'd already tried Adrian, it didn't work, so I thought... Wow. I guess you're right. I guess that's exactly what happened. My brain told me I'd already done it, so like, oh, I guess I was wrong. I was completely right, of course. Okay. Who is this person? Wow. This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. OnGuard's manager. We have, hang on guys, Rocket Gamer 6, rating with a party of 5. Thank you, Rocket. Appreciate you, man. Welcome everyone from Rocket's chat. My name is Superblindman, and I am playing some Phoenix Wright today. If you have any questions about how this is done, feel free to ask them. If not, that's fine too. Either way, welcome. Hope you enjoy yourself today, and yeah, welcome again. This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. OnGuard's manager. Oh, no, don't be afraid to use that TTS command, !TTS, before your message. It will make sure that I hear what you have to say, even if I'm not focused on chat. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is... Well, this is... Ah, I see. The judge seems to be really into the article. If it could be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials RU. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This manager with the initials AA. Are you saying it's... I read that all wrong, guys. Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt. The witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I could throw away this whole... I could throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff, then. What in the world are you... Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. But what for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. I did, but I told... No! I totally hit the update button. I totally did. I totally did. There. I've pressed the button again. Because I actually did write everything in, and I swear to you, I pressed the update button, but apparently it did not take. But I think it did that? I don't know. Anyway, oops. I see. Very well. Then, witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of you. Out of you youngins.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. Old bag and that fake laser pistol, I swear. Why would she do that? Why? Why, old bag? I mean, it's clearly not real. It's not threatening at all. Why? Oh yeah, yeah, she still is. She's now telling us about some secret information. So secret.
That On Guard is one little evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks. So I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet. Okay?
Okay, so we know that what she's saying is not true. We know why Adrian got close to Juan. The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying? The truth is never pleasant.
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter. And found the truth the article proposes is, in fact, baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right. On Guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you've got to burn old bags with fire. What? That's not an old saying that I know of. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. You're just... I think Phoenix is just really reaching for, like, a joke, and he just can't find one. Secret information.
That On Guard is one evil, evil man.
You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars. Miss A.A.
But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me the news is 100% truth.
Or that the news is 100% true. Okay, I get it.
Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, On God will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan.
You don't have any proof that Mr. Ongar did any such thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny. Show me what you got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Well, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I was expecting to present the suicide report here, but that's not going to answer this question. Can we? Let me just... Let's go through the evidence real fast. No, I don't think I can prove that. I don't think I can prove that. Checking chat real quick. I'm doing well, Tyler. Welcome to the stream here. Rocket with the rockets. Okay, no, I don't think I can prove that right now. Yeah, decline the offer. I don't have anything to offer.
Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want. Silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, for you anyway. I cannot condone such dirty tricks.
So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You're going to teach her a good lesson.
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun.
Oh boy. No, stop.
Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody but you and me know yet, okay?
Wait.
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know the secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bag get such a secret piece of information? We're gonna press further, yeah. If you don't be a good girl and tell me where you got the secret information, you won't get to go home today.
Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me!
What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me. You'll get your reward.
I don't want your reward. But you don't really leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. He lectures me on reckless blabbering. As long as we don't know where this information came from. It's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning. Where did Old Bag get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure out it out. No kidding, it says figure out it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something... There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it. So, in my mind, I feel like I know what I could do, but I feel like it's not going to work because there's so many points now in this testimony where they're like, you can present evidence here, you can present evidence here. You know, where it's a choice in a conversation. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to try my thought, and if it doesn't work, which I'm thinking now that it won't work. So this is what I want to do. On the line where she says, so to do that, he said his manager getting close with Juan. I want to present the suicide report. And the music did not stop. Okay. That's fine. Nope. I failed. Well, I guess we press on the top secret thing. Let me present evidence, I guess? So no one else is supposed to know this secret information. If that's true, then why do you know it? Ms. Oldbag. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea what to present here.
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Oh, I get it now. Oh! Okay, I get it now. I get where we're going with this. She stole Lana's camera. I get it now. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Yep, this... Okay, I get it now. Okay. I'm following this. I gotta find the camera real quick. There it is. Whoop! The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. I think this is the judge. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. Might have been Edgeworth too, but the name didn't scan that time. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her some of her outrageous impressions. about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
Ooh, what? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No. I said impressions.
Then... Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note. Nah.
Yeah! No, you see, this is something completely different.
Let's check chat real quick. I want to check chat, so I'm gonna check chat. David's in chat. Welcome, my friend. Oh yeah, we got her good.
This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of wands. That's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil unguard. She said so herself. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written.
Everyone's like, dot, dot, dot.
Edgy Pooh, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out, like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we could overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? No! No, because she didn't just steal a piece of paper, yo! She stole the camera! More pressure! If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness. You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct? I don't know what that's supposed to be, but she says, "Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat?" I don't know what the word before that was supposed to be.
I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can.
You're lying, damn it! And I can prove it. Okay, stole, okay. Sorry.
Are you putting my credibility...
Are
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag. I don't believe that the note was the only thing you stole that night. So we just present the camera again. We find it. Yep, she's backed into a corner. Huh! Miss Oldbag. That note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something about, like, my sweet $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why, oh. Witness.
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera, too.
Yeah. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
Ah, that's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you. I fall in love. And borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's what I noticed it said. Slime Max Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire.
It definitely did not say that.
Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Bailiff. Check this camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you. That's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. Lotta's photo. Picture taken in the hallway right after the murder. Lotta's photo added to the court record! What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove the person in it is the defendant. In his own confession, Mr. Armgard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is the defendant. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We've examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for it. But if I raise an objection, hear it, and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. That sounds like a time to save the game! You see, Phoenix, you're not a real person. You're in a video game. I have full control over your life. And I'm going to save it. And a perfect time for a stream soda. And a perfect time to check chat. Thank you, David, for the 10 bits. Appreciate that, my friend. And the lols. The lols! This new photo. Don't worry. You'll see the new photo. Oh, yes. Kevin's here! What's going on, my friend? Glad you're here. You haven't been in a while, that's true. Bidded. I've never heard it referred to as bidding. Whoa! Whoa! 41 bits, my friend. Thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for that. I very much appreciate you, man. Always so super supportive. Oh, well, you ended up with, I think you ended up with 51. You did 10, and then you did 41. Oh, no! Oh, no, an extra bit. No! Thank you, Kevin, for the 9 bits. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Actually, to be quite honest with you, that's the most I've gotten in cheers in, like, days. Not that I'm complaining, but it is kind of funny. You guys show up and boom! It's all good, though. It's all good. Like I said, the primary reason I do this is to entertain you guys and to educate you guys on accessibility and to just show you guys stuff. That's cool. What do you mean? Yeah, it does. It should. All cheers should be in it. It should be. If they're not, then it's a bad cup. It's a bad tip jar. And they're supposed to be given weight. So the more you cheer in a single cheer, the heavier your cheer is. Oh, weird. Weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't show the bits individually. What it does... Yeah, what it does is it gives it weight. So the cup is physics-based. So if people were to cheer, let's say, hypothetically, until the cup was full, and then someone did a giant cheer when the cup was full, the cup actually explodes. Yeah, it's still 1-bit symbol, yeah. But it's a heavier bit symbol. Hey! Thank you, Kevin, for the 50 additional bits. Thank you very much. It is really appreciated. If you want to see them all, yes, that is what you have to do. If you really want to see them all, that is how you do it. Yeah, but if you fill the cup up to the top and then cheer a giant cheer, the cup explodes and the bits go everywhere. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I really do. You guys should know that. I've said it before, but still. Alright. Alright. Moving on. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange in your neighborhood. And who are we going to call? No one. No one at all. There's something strange with this photo. I don't know why I'm exaggerating like that. Probably because I can't see the photo myself. There's totally something strange with the photo, I think. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, it's probably going to be one of those things where we have to put the cursor on it. I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Why would Edgeworth say that's not a very Edgeworth comment, in my opinion. Debunk with a bunker buster. Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe, you could honestly find something wrong with this photo. Then you should only need one chance. One chance! Well... I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't you take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is, I guess, wrong, or, yeah. So, like I thought, it is a move the cursor to the part of the photo that's wrong. Tell me what to do! Okay. How's that? How's that for your... How about them apples? Okay. Maybe a lot of us crouching, yeah. Okay, up! Ah! Oh, okay, I see. So it's dragging on the ground then. Okay. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. That I can totally see. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing Phoenix Wright as if he's blind. He just points at random spots in the photo and gets it right every time. What are you pointing to? His ankles? Yeah, totally. I think it is. No, I'm just kidding. If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However... What does that mean? The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ongar. What is the meaning of this? Objection! Sorry, I don't sound like that. I wonder if you would care to elaborate. With actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. The hakama! His socks. You can't see his socks. Or you can see, sorry, you can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his Akama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Rabble. I think I got it right. Did I get it right, Pa? You got it right, son. Rabble. I apologize for my weirdness. I am very strange. Alright. I think I've turned things around for myself this time. I'm gonna check chat, just in case there's any reactions to my weirdness. Wait, what now? What are we talking about here? Detective Conan? No. I've never watched that. Okay. No, I've never watched that show. Alright, I think it's... Okay, I already read that. I already read that! That's curious. What? What is? Edward's unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack. Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt and Guard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. Rabble! I told you I could do it! I figured it would come to this. What? Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you've proven the person inside this costume is not Matt Ungar. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edward's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? I know who it is. I mean, I think I do. It's Adrian Andrews! Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. Why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Unguard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Unguard that night. And how does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Unguard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. It was not a murder weapon! Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. I forgot. How do you... Oh yeah. Rabble, rabble! Order, order. Order! I'm reading chat. Take a second to read chat. This kid who figures out mysteries but has to knock out an adult, pose them so they look like they're thinking, and impersonate their voice so an adult gets the credit because no one would believe the kid. What the heck is wrong with that show? The adult usually pretends to know what they said to take credit. What the heck? You're pretending to see something you could not remind me of that. Faking credit. From what I heard, it's an adult who got turned into a child. And they'd rather declare him dead than believe in magic. It's super good. Really? It's super good? Huh. It's super good. Wow. It's super good. I mean, I'm just already like, really? It's good? I guess if it was English dubbed, I might even watch it just to like check it out. But I don't know. It sounds crazy. But no, I wasn't really pretending to see something I couldn't see. I was imagining what it would be like if Phoenix himself was actually blind and just pointed to parts of photos and was just right every time. Look at this part of the photo. I hope this is right. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Makes perfect sense. Alright. So really it's kind of like this game. Because really the plot of this game is pretty wild too, let's not lie. Let's be honest here. This game is a little crazy. But that's cool though. Alright, let's see here. All the orders. It looks like this trial has had a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. Ah! One more day? If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Wait and see! I'm just kidding. Raise an objection. Now then. Please, Your Honor. Continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. Okay, I missed the dialogue before that happened, but then something happened. I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor. Your Honor. I request that you please continue with today's trial. But... we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Tisk tisk. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. What do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss... Yeah. Miss Adrian Andrews is all... Oh, is all. Yeah. Happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? Okay. Rumble! What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Yay! Yay! It's time to save our progress. Yes, indeed. Let's follow this up by checking chat. Let's read some chat messages. Having someone tell you what was on the photo without blind Phoenix knowing. Yeah, okay. And yeah, it's dubbed. Okay, cool. Cool. Maybe I could find it.
You must pass verdict today. It's super weird of you, Phoenix. Maybe, yeah, that makes a certain amount of sense, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix is being played for a sucker, I think, but I don't know how far that goes. Like, I don't know what to what degree it actually goes. Like, maybe Edgeworth has a few more plans up his sleeve. I think what ultimately is happening, actually, is that Edgeworth's big revelation that he had, I think what it really was, is that even though he works on the prosecution side, his calling, his duty is to the truth more than it is to just winning guilty verdicts. And so I think he is intentionally playing this out in a very specific way, and leading us a little bit to do that, kind of using us to do that, but nevertheless helping us in a way, if that makes any sense. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's do it. Get back to it. March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court. Defend lobby number 3. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way. Not cool. Not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony, during the break... Oh, so after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Carita. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day. Give me a verdict that's refreshing, like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude? Phoenix! You think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impact's as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Carita, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Carita. All to get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still the one in command of the ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
Interesting, yes. March 22nd, 2:25 p.m. District Court, Card Room, number 3. Rebel. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Wonkarita's room. What is your occupation? Occupation? What is your occupation? Occupation? What's the occupation you have? You got an occupation? What it be?
I am the manager of the defendant in this case. Mr. Matt Ungard.
I see. Now then. I'm skipping dialogue too quickly.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. And would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
True that.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relationship to the your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Kurita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter. Or is that bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that.
Actually, yes, I am.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim. Now, Miss Andrews. Oh, now, Miss Andrews.
Very well, then. Witness, please testify to the court. About what happened when you discovered the murder that night.
Bah! When I found the body!
Well, you can't plead the fifth. I can't plead the fifth.
You cannot plead the fifth. Not in this courtroom. No, no. There is no Fifth Amendment here.
What a crazy universe this is.
The Phoenix Wright universe has some of the weirdest rules I've ever seen.
I still can't believe Phoenix Wright was a character in what was it? Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I think it was. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Alright, when I found the body. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. You poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Ron. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Phoenix. She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Okay. When I found the body... It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. I feel like I don't know what Mia was hinting at, but I'm just gonna press stuff. And what was Mr. On Guard doing at the time? He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his many performances as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony. Mr. On Guard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes? Excuse me? It? What are you... Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Unguard's knife from his room? No. Subject, verb, object, right. Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. Wow, Edgeworth. You still got it, buddy. After that, I went to Ron's room. Hold it! And why did you do that? As a friendly gesture, Juan was to make an appearance with the other heroes. So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? Press further! Always press further, that's my motto. Is that the only reason? I beg your pardon? What are you implying? You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim. Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at that time. I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. Well, that's pretty easy. May we continue now, witness? Oh, witness, what did you see when you got to his room? And there was his dead body. I was in shock. Oh no! Go back. Go back. Thank you. You were in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. Calculating. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Okarita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Do you, though, Judge? Do you? What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. This is the photo you're referring to, correct? Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest. And the guitar case was like this too? Yes, it was open and empty, of course. Wait. Wasn't it closed when we found it? Wasn't it closed with water on the lid? Or was that on the inside? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong! And then what did you do next? Oh. And then what did you do next, witness? I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it? You didn't drink any of it, did you? Huh? Yeah, maybe I misinterpreted what you were saying last time then. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad there. NVIDIA, what's wrong with you? Okay. I was trying to read chat, and it was like, no. It was like, no, you can't do that. Yeah. Right. Right. The guitar was always missing. But I didn't recall us talking about the distinction of whether the case was open or closed. If I recall correctly, when we found the guitar case, it was closed, but still empty. I thought. So that's all I was going for there. Hey, Joy's here! Whee! Right. We do that a lot. We do that a whole lot. We always go back to this. We have to go back to this. We have to take their path. Not the path we want to take. We have to take their path. Joy, you are here. You know how I know you're here? Because only you would question whether or not you were here. Ah. Alright. There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down, without drinking it. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Carita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What? One thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Press further! Miss Andrews. I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake. At the scene of the crime. Hey. There. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so do I. So would I, sorry. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down in the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Aha!
Rabba, Daddy! Rabba!
That's my boy. Flower vase. Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? The submissive glass shards. It was originally on top of the dresser. But when I bumped into it with my elbow, It fell onto the guitar case. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? Blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case. What kind of flower vase was it? I guess.
The only thing this scan was what kind of flower vase was. So I assume it said it as well.
It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take one's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself.
That's what you would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to keep on the offensive and not let up. The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For my sake.
Chat!
Okay, hang on. Checking chat now. Have some balloons and feel better.
Well, the TTS said chat, so I said chat! Thank you for the balloons and the triangles, Joy.
You're supposed to plant evidence.
I'm still reading this. I'm still reading this conversation. Damien's accusing the whole world of not thinking enough. Alright. George says, "Me, are you accusing me of thinking?" What a conversation I missed out on here. You think, therefore you are. It's joy having a Descartes moment. Alright. I am now officially caught up on all that insanity about planting evidence and creating cases and committing in-game crimes and not really being here, and it's terrifying. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save because I'm not exactly sure that what I want to do is what I'm supposed to do. So, I'm considering presenting the suicide report on I went to Juan's room. Because when you press her about that matter, we try to kind of bring it up then, and she's like, nah, I had no other reason to go there. Nah. What are you talking about? There's no other intentions. Nah. So I'm kind of thinking that, but I'm also thinking of presenting the wine glass on the last statement about the vase, because it is because I'm wondering if it's, you know, their path thing where we're supposed to demonstrate how she has total control some moments and then doesn't in other moments. The wine glass is perfectly set down on the dresser, undisturbed. She knocked over the vase. On the guitar case, she said was open, by the way. But the water from the vase is on the top of the lid. So what do we do about that? Good. You think what? Which part? The thing about the guitar case, or you think the whole Juan's room deal? What angle should I approach this from? Because I could see 3 angles right now, which I've just described. The guitar case. Okay. Okay, so how do we approach... Let's see. Okay, in that case, I think we present it on... I think we present it on... the statement with the vase. Or maybe the photo. No, because the photo shows it open? Yeah. Oh. I think here. Only on the top of the lid. Yes! Good job, Damien. You selected the correct angle. I will give you all the credit in the world for that one. You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? It's not some problem. It's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews. You testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside.
I'm an old rabbler. I've been rabbling for years now.
That's very true. Furthermore, there's one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what's that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
What's wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open and the vase fell, the glass shards should be inside, not outside the case. What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch anything. Yeah.
But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found in the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it?
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright? Do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Make her testify! The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this. I can't believe I'm doing this either.
Alright. I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor.
The guitar case!
Oh. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal, though, right? The case was empty, after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. I know. I think this is where we sent the suicide note report. She was looking for the note. She opened the case because she was looking for the note while Juan was not in his... Well, now that he was dead. Now that he was dead, she was looking for the note. I'm reading chat. I'm reading all these chat things. Okay. So, basically, chat was composed of David going, "Huh? What? Why? Where? The juice? What? Why would you? But what? But the juice. Sorry, it wasn't really like that. It looks like this really wasn't a very important point. Oh, but it is! Oh, but it is! This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using any way to change the topic convenient. A convenient escape for a weak man. The guitar case. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. Oh. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see... Are you sure you're the one who opened the guitar case? She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not. Sounds like her dependent side is taking over. Well, Miss Andrews? Yes, it was me. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. Boom! So, you opened the guitar case, then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Kurita's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case. As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it. would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic... It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside. It wasn't the... Oh my god, Phoenix. Sometimes, even I know it wasn't there. How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? How little professionalism... Oh. Have a little professionalism, yeah. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright. Sorry. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. Was that because you were shocked and dazed, discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it. I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try. Come on, Phoenix. We can't afford to let up on her now. I wasn't planning on letting up, but... She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance. Yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with. I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found. Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do already. Nevertheless, I will still save. Because I do like saving. Yes, I do. I was thinking about presenting this on the first one, but I think the second one's better. Yeah, as for why I opened the case, I just... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, let's press the right button. There we go. Okay, good job. I knew I could do it. Not that one. That one. Wow. I guess here then? No? Wow! Well, here we go. We find their path. It was not the note, apparently. Pearl is channeling Mia. Yes, that's correct. I know, but everything about her changes. But yeah, you're right. I might as well let it say. Everything about her changes, though, so I'm using Mia's voice because that changes too. Load the save! Load the save! Mia, idiot. She did. Mia's real, she's just dead. Mia is Phoenix's former mentor, but she was killed in the first game. David said my previous summation of his chat messages was accurate. Wow. I'm telling you, she opened the freaking case because she was looking for the freaking note. All right, now. I keep on setting off your voice-activated robot? You have a voice-activated robot? Why don't I have a voice-activated robot? Where's my voice-activated robot? That's it. Amazon wishlist. Voice-activated robot. Adding it. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, right! Right. You are correct. Man. Ugh, you're right. That sucks. I like voice-activated robots. You're right. You're right, Damien. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Only Juan's fingerprints are on the case. You're completely right. You're completely right. But I'm right too. You know, it's just that again, it's their path. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? And she probably did open the case after she killed him with the samurai gloves on. Huh? Huh? But for now, it's their path, so. So we go to this one, I guess, which talks about her opening the case at all. We go way back to the guitar case. Find it. Oh, no! 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 There we go. There we go. Good job, Damien. Tonight is your night, apparently. This is all you right now. There's no way you're the one who opened the guitar case. Well, there is, but we'll cover that later. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. Rebel, rebel, a rebel, rebel, a rebel, rebel. I'm a consummate professional rabbler. A rebel, rebel. Yes, that's perfect. A rebel, rebel. Let me try one more time. One more take. Rebel, rebel. Thank you. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? Well, actually, Miss Andrews, that would help my case a lot. Thank you. Oh man, you're so kind. Gloves. But why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the awards ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. That's strange! You were wearing gloves. Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Why, yes we do! Yes, in fact, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you with Exhibit, Z+. This wine glass, found next to the victim. It's filled with tomato juice and bears Adrian Andrews' fingerprints. Oh, snap, son. Oh, snap. I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice. Wouldn't you think it was just a little strange? Did you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? What was that? What did she do? Did she break something? Oh wait, was it like? It probably was just a reenactment or whatever.
Rebel, rebel. I rebelled too much and I lost my voice. Rebel, rebel.
Her glasses busted? From what? Was there like some internal pressure from her eyes or something like that? Like, like Cyclops? She just Cyclops her glasses to death? I don't know. Order, 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 order! Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here. But it's just an empty case. In the words of Gary Oldman's character in The Fifth Element, what am I supposed to do with an empty case? Does anyone get that reference? Anyone? Am I that much of a nerd? I probably am. I wonder if it really was empty, though. But the guitar, the bright red guitar was in the studio. Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. I know that. You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. Phoenix, I swear it again. I swear it again, Phoenix. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case... Huh. Huh. Wow. Phoenix's finger point is really a very powerful thing. Huh, I never realized. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into his misguided.
Objection!
No, Your Honor. Please. Recall that Miss Andrews had testified the vase fell onto the guitar case. Which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you are so sure, right? Then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder. Mia, can I save my game? Yes, Phoenix, of course you can! Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Yeah, I just did save my game. Well... Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing. Oh, scrolling dialogue. Oh. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that right? Or is that it right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything. Yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? Finally! 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 Boop. And why would something like that be inside of a guitar case? Let alone this one. Why, Mr. Wright? Why? Are you serious? Are you serious? You know, it's gonna come out eventually. Damien thought I was right. Damien thought I was right. How in the crap am I not right? I'm just reading chat. Alright. Well, let's go back to the evidence, and, it was his autopsy report. It was in the case the whole time! I don't know! If it's not that, then I don't know. The knife. I do not know. What else would she be looking for? Huh. I really don't. I really don't know. Right. I don't exactly have the answer to that question either. About the samurai suit. But at the same time, the guitar case is in the guitar case. Aha! Aha! Thank you, David. You've really cleared this up for me. Now, keep in mind, this wasn't one of those situations where we're like... Where we... I don't know. I don't know. It's not what I thought it was, and that makes me very sad. But this wasn't one of those situations where we were asked, you know, do you have evidence or not? And we, you know, we can either present evidence or not present evidence. So it's something. Something that we have was in that case. What's in the box? I don't know. What's in the box? What's in the box? It was supposed to work out exactly the way I planned for it to work out. Everything was supposed to fall into place. Also, greetings, Flo. Welcome to chat. I'm glad you're here. I am indeed glad you're here. However, I may be stuck forever. Forever and ever. As far as I know, she did not know. When we asked her about it, she said she didn't know all the details about the conference either. She just, you know, as a manager, put it together.
Exactly.
Hello.
What's going on?
We're thinking here in
You turned
chat.
off your camera, didn't you?
Huh?
You turned off your camera, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's still lit up.
Oh, well, it should be off. It's still plugged in, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Grab your controller so I can go
Oh.
Here, scoot it.
Ugh,
Come on, I got Bob yelling at me.
Bob.
More. There you go. What's going on, Bob?
There's confusion in chat.
Why?
Because the thing that is supposed to be the evidence that I need is not the evidence that I need.
Huh. Oh.
Bob.
Bob says, Mom!
Yeah, it's supposed to be impacts a suicide note. It's supposed to be, because I hereby decree that it's supposed to be. Because that makes sense to literally everyone in chat. You guys are chatting. This is what because it makes sense that it would be in the case because Adrian was looking for the suicide note. And since it was Juan Carita who supposedly found the suicide note, it would make sense for it to be in his guitar case, which he always has with him most of the time, which is why she wasn't able to get it before now.
Buddy.
Yeah, Carita found her dead, and seemingly found her suicide note as well.
Buddy.
But apparently, as much sense as that makes, that's not correct. Noisy kitty. He's a noisy kitty. Oh, that's my fiance, Tyler.
Hi!
That is Misty Maynard Rayburn on Twitch. If you want to follow her too. Right. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Like, that fills out completely, and yet it's wrong. That fills out as a plot completely. So what else is attached to Carita? Lada's photo. That doesn't make any sense. That was in her camera. Knife. That doesn't make any sense. It's Matt's knife. Juan's autopsy report. He was dead. And that wouldn't be in his guitar case, because that doesn't make sense. Attempted suicide report. That's Adrian's own suicide report. This is the one that makes sense. Suicide report. Deceased Celeste impacts. Found by Juan Carita. Was her suicide note hidden? Yes. It should have been in that guitar case. Makes perfect sense. Gem and Ninja's button doesn't make any sense because there was blood on it. And it was ripped from his costume directly. Crime photo. That doesn't make any sense either. Wine glass. Yes, the wine glass was in the guitar case. Or, the guitar case was in the guitar case. Maybe that's what it was. Hotel guide map. Magazine clipping. An article from the tabloid Gossipland. It could have been this, theoretically, but this is a tabloid magazine, which means there's probably more than one copy out there, which means this would be useless to find, to steal from the guitar case. Lotta's camera, stolen the night of the murder. Tabloid article, by the way, was also in the case for Lotta's camera. So there you go. Radio transceiver. Originally from Maya's kidnapper, who goes by the name of the Killer. Maybe it was the radio transceiver. I don't know.
What was the description for the guitar case? Empty. There's some water, but only on the top of the lid.
Yep, and
there's Carita's fingerprints.
And that came from the vase, which she knocked over onto the guitar case.
So what did you guys find in it? Autopsy report?
No. The guitar case was empty when we looked at the guitar case.
Okay.
But she or someone clearly opened the guitar case after the crime was committed.
Okay.
Because the water fell onto the vase, onto the case, onto the lid of the case. But the case was found open when the crime scene was investigated.
Hmm.
And the vase fell during the crime, which means it was closed when the crime was committed. So, something was in it. And what makes sense would be Celeste's suicide note. Because Celeste was her mentor, Carita found her dead, and the suicide note went missing, and no one ever found it, and Adrian was on a quest to find, the suicide note, which is why she became close with Carita. And so it would make sense for that to be there, but apparently that's wrong. We can't figure out why. Ah! And the guitar, the guitar was found at the studio. So the guitar was never in it to begin with during the time of the crime.
Wow.
What else fits? I don't know. The magazine clipping doesn't make sense to me because it's a clipping from. The last thing I presented that was correct was the guitar case to show that only Juan's fingerprints were on it. I feel like whatever the answer actually is, it's going to be, dumb. Because the thing that we have in our heads right now, me and Damien at least, tracks perfectly. Perfectly. It makes perfect sense. It's a story that I can follow. So anything else, I think it's just going to look weird. I don't think I'm going to feel like, oh man, that was so clever. Yeah, ProFlow, opinion away. So am I. So am I. It's like I don't want to try anything because nothing else looks good. Nothing else looks. I can't follow anything else to a logical conclusion. The costume. Why would Matt's costume? Why would Matt... Yeah, sure, I saved it. I guess I could select everything. But why would Matt's... Well, whatever. Sure. So to show the costume, we would go with... we would just use this, I think. Yeah. The Nickel Samurai. Oh my god, it was. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture, It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. Why? Why, chat? Why? What? Rabble, rabble. We are the Rabble Police. There's been too much rambling going on here. Mr. White, explain yourself. Right, are you saying the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would that be doing something like that? There wasn't really. But at the same time, fair point, I guess, Damien, but at the same time, they weren't exactly, like, super friends either. Like, hey bro, can you hold on to my costume? No, I don't buy that. I don't know. This seems weird to me. This seems off to, I don't know, this is me. That insane point would be the costume. Wait. Oh, that insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. It's scanned out of order again. It's like, that insane point would be the costume to wear, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity, so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? Keep in mind, though, what the next thing was. Oh, you know what? That actually might track. The next thing was supposed to be the confession before, you know, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something. Maybe the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something about Celeste. In that case, though, it makes it less likely that Adrian was the killer. I don't know. I guess I don't know as much about this as I
Edward's
thought.
not having it.
I refuse to accept your theory.
He's not having it. Window.
I'm just glad he's back. Like, none of us care.
What
Like,
happened to the girl with the whip?
oh, she got shot.
Oh yeah?
She's alive. She got shot in the shoulder.
Oh.
But she was shot by the killer, which is the person that has captured Maya, as a quote-unquote gift for us. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Catch up with chat. Bad gift.
I don't know, was it really a bad gift though? I think I remember Francesca. Or whatever her name was. The chick with the whip.
Yeah, the killer wasn't Adrian, but we say it's her because we have a gun to Maya's head. That's true, we need it. That sucks, though. Wow, that sucks.
Oh, does he still have her?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he said if we don't get a acquittal for Matt on guard by the end of the first trial day, Maya dies.
Oh shit.
So, problem. Like, we may literally have to frame Adrian, even if she's not the killer. That may be where this is headed. Which would be quite a story twist. Yeah, so I feel like Damien, you're still kind of on my side with this. Like, I think you're still on my side. Like, I like our story better than this. It sets Adrian up as the killer, but I like it as a story better than what this is. We had it all mapped out. We had figured the whole thing out. Yeah, there's also really nothing. You're right. Legit, there's literally nothing that would make Phoenix as a character. If we set all this aside and look at just character, nothing hints that the suit might be in there. Nothing does. Why would Juan have one of Matt's suits? Alright, Proflo. I'll shut up now, you're right. There's stuff I don't know.
It's not answering any questions by sitting here and speculating on it.
Right. Alright, anyway. Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starting for a big scoop.
Lana was outside the door.
Yeah, she was waiting too. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Rabble! Stop rabbling.
Stop it.
I've done a whole bunch of crazy things tonight with the rabblers.
Yeah.
I was like, rabble, is that how you do it, Paul? Yes, that's how you do it, son. Okay, rabble. Order. That's what the judge said. He said order. Yeah, I see that part now. That makes sense. It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. See? Even Phoenix doesn't get it. He's like, I'm just throwing this out there, but I think that's what it was. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second here, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt on guards. Which, as we know, he was sleeping in. Yes, we know that. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case of all places. I would like to know. True. Right. The path of the Phoenix, you're right. That is a little baffling. I bet right now, like, at this line of dialogue, Phoenix is thinking, yeah, you're right, it totally is. I'll figure it out. Mr. Wright.
It's like I'm just flinging stuff and seeing what sticks.
The court would like to hear your thoughts. What is this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? It was stolen from On Guard. It was a spare costume. It was a spare costume because we know that he was wearing his, he was sleeping in his. Had to be a spare. Mr. On Guard did not take his costume off during the break, period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare. What? Then are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought his spare to the ceremony. On purpose. Robble. I've just graduated from Robble school. Robble?
Yeah, that's right.
Your
Rob.
hamburgers.
But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was the Jammin Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And therein lies the sticking point. That's Phoenix for, I don't know. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Huh? No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai's spare costume? Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe in you. I believe in the power of saving your game. Ah, now I feel better. I feel like I know what this is leading to, though. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought in the Nickel Samurai spare costume to the hotel was... probably this press conference ticket. What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show... Looks like I was right, guys! Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this press conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Ungard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. Yeah, and I will admit, I looked over it because I thought he was just that dense, because he really is a dense character. But that was what the game was trying to do, and it succeeded. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up. By none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Kurita himself. The victim? Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Kurita was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. Rabble, rabble. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference. But why would the victim do such a thing? I know! Victims. Freaking victims. I hate victims! That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Kurita, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt on guard. Yes, I guess that is what that would mean. The judge. But if that's the case, that's not a confession. Okay, so what I have is that's not a confession. Public disclosure. That's all it scans. Miss Andrews? I can see why you're pros at what you do. Pardon me? Yeah, the judge is not a pro, Miss Andrews. Step off the judge. He's not very good at his job. Yes, just as you say. The press conference was set up by Juan. Rabble. Rabble? Rabble? Rabble. Rabble. Rebel. Rebel. Sorry. Oh, okay, that's fine. So, I love it when there's just one missing word in a sentence. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up. Wait a minute, we have... Musical 84, thank you for the host, my friend, and welcome to the chat if you're here. Hopefully you're here. If not, thank you for the host. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the Gem and Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. He was going to ruin him, huh? It looked like somehow Juan had it in his hands, a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. What?
Rabble.
And do you know what the secret of Mr. Unguard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. Ah, I see. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. But that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. On Guard. And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Ms. Andrews, if you could please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course. The button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager. I felt that I had to protect him. Wouldn't it be something if... Ooh, this could be really interesting. What if Matt really is the murderer? Let's look at chat real quick. I like looking at chat. This is why he would never win. You're both the judge and Miles at the moment? Oh, Boozle's here. Hi, Boozle. Send him to jail! Quick update on the clown, Boozle. The clown is still not in jail. Just saying. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit. If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I'm ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. Not good for us! That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn our logic upside down. Protecting Matt. Yeah, she told us that she didn't know what that card meant either. She said she found it in her handbag, and it wasn't there before. According to her, you know, I don't know how trustworthy she is now, but, you know, that's what she said. The moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Oh. Would you say that was your intuition speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. True. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need 3 things. 3 things. A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. And if you think these 3 things through, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Phoenix. Oh, wait, I thought this was Adrian. You should have already known that, Phoenix. Ah, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong voice the whole time. They didn't teach that to us in school. At least, not from what I remember. May I continue now? Matt had to kill Awan, no matter what. Doop. So would you say this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event and that hotel for the conference? because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt on guard.
And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews?
Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. On Guard himself didn't know anything about the press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference?
Anyway, the important thing here is that this information was not in your testimony. Yes, I agree. Miss Andrews, please correct your testimony, if you please.
Grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright? I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right.
Has Mr. On Guard done something to hurt or betray you, personally?
Why do you ask?
You were the one who helped Mr. Kurita with his press conference.
And that event was supposed to bring down Mr. On Guard, yet you still helped out. The person on trial right now is Mr. On Guard, right? What the witness was thinking, helping the victim with his plan, is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Because I like to press on everything, that's why. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. On Guard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie, so you could cover for Mr. On Guard? I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time.
I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with what Miss Andrews has said. I can't say the same for some people here in this courtroom, however.
Man, Judge! Gotta be like that, folk. They're just glaring straight at me. He's glaring at you, smart guy!
I'm confused. Whatever.
My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course. The button and the knife. You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. So that line didn't scan very well at all, for some reason. I got the word then. Maybe that's... It sounded like she said more than that. I don't know. The button. It's clear from the crime scene. The victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matsukama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. Okay. Okay, then the button. Okay, cool. Grr. Looks like you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me. With an icy stare, yes! Miss Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony. That button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. And how do you know that? When the ends of the threads on the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly. Or so I heard. I heard that before, too. But why would Miss Andrews know about this case, down to such a fine detail? Don't look at me like that. Just because I'm prepared and you are not. Arg. And I thought I had her this time, for sure. If there's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here. But where and what? But I'm Matt's manager. I felt that I had to protect him. But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? At the worst possible time. Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back? As you put it. This witness could have disclosed things about Mr. Ongard at any time. Why, then, would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Kurita planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Ongard as much damage as she possibly could. This witness bears ill will towards the defendant. This isn't the Phoenix Wright. Wax philosophical power hour. And please, stop slandering the witness. As I expected, Miss Andrews' testimony seems pretty solid. Really? Because to me, it sounded a little wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? Well, I guess we'll see if I press a little more. You should know this by now. But you'll need strong, decisive evidence to make her talk. Got it, Chief. I'm going to pin you down this time, Miss Andrews. Alright, well, unfortunately we're not going to pin her down tonight. Because, guys, it is time for the stream to end. I actually went a few minutes late. I want to see if we can finish up the testimony. We could not. It is time to end the stream, guys. I would like to thank everyone who stopped in to enjoy the stream with me. I did save. I just saved just now. Yeah. I did save. Man. Just kidding. I'm kidding. So thank you everyone who stopped in tonight. Yeah, I did. So thanks to everyone who stopped in tonight. Thank you to those who dropped some bits into the old cheer cup. That's very appreciated. And to discuss the plan for the upcoming days. Yeah, I'm still shocked. Yeah, me too. Oh, that's good. So tomorrow is going to be a full day of Madden, since it will be officially released to pre-order customers, which I am one of. So there you go. Full day of Madden tomorrow. I will be bringing this game back on Thursday. That is my current plan. So, I will... well, actually, before we go, if you haven't done it yet, check out the Breakdown Walls crew, breakdownwalls.net/Discord. You can join us there freely, or type !Discord in the chat. And if you haven't done it yet, please listen to the Breakdown Walls podcast at breakdownwalls.net/podcast. Hosted by me. We have interviews, we have gaming news, we have a whole bunch of cool stuff. Check it out. You're gonna love it. I tell you. Alright. Let me go and find someone to raid and get out of here for tonight. What can we do? Who can we raid? I think I'll raid Lunchbox. I like Lunchbox. He's a bra. He's very enthusiastic when I raid him usually. So let's raid Lunchbox. Yeah, I like this guy. All right. Thanks guys for sticking around for the raid. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Madden insanity. Enjoy the raid. Good night.